Hello and welcome friends. Today we will discuss international relations topic in detail. Now international relations is a part of your general studies paper 2. It carries 50 marks weightage, minimum weightage in mains. Now in today's video we will discuss what exactly should be the approach for international affairs, which books we should refer, what's the relevance of current affairs, and then we will discuss how the study should go on for international relations, and we will discuss all this with mains and prelims questions together. So let's start the video. First, what exactly UPSC want to check via your international relations? Now UPSC wants that you should have enough good understanding of global affairs. Not only that, you should have ability to analyze and interpret the international events which are happening around you. So it covers comprehensive framework. Then comes the next question. So what exactly is the syllabus of UPSC? Now this is what the syllabus of UPSC, what it covers. First, India and its neighborhood, its relation with neighboring countries, then bilateral relation, regional and global grouping, then effect of policies of politics of developed as well as developing countries on India, then Indian diaspora, and then important institutions. Now you may feel this syllabus is quite small. No, it's not like that. Listen carefully. The moment you say it's Indian neighborhood, don't you think that itself means you're supposed to cover India and its neighboring country, means Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan. All these things you have to cover, please. Then you have to cover bilateral relations. Now then comes the next question. So what do you mean by bilateral relations? Bilateral relations mean India and any other country, say for example China, or India and its relation with Russia, or India and its relation with United States of America, and so on. Or regional and global groupings. For example, we are supposed to discuss here institutions like SAARC, ASEAN, European Union. What are the reasons for their success? What are the reasons for their failure, if there are any? And what are the ways for improvement? Then comes the third topic. So what exactly is this topic? Effect of policies and politics of developed countries and developing countries on India. Will it affect? Answer is yes. Now don't you think the latest current affairs we will take, that Russia-Ukraine conflict, don't you think it affects India also? It affects. The conflict is going on between Russia and Ukraine, but it is affecting the relationship between India and USA. So there's every possibility in the exam they may ask you question, discuss India-USA relationship in recent past in context with Russia-Ukraine war. So here you should be aware about all details, basic detail about the issue. Then you should be aware about the events, policies or politics played by any of the country and how it will impact India. Then there is a topic called Indian diaspora, means Indians who are living abroad or other PIOs and NRIs and so on. And what is the effect of them on Indian foreign policy or how they help India. And then we are supposed to discuss certain international institutions which are important. Not all institutions, but important institutions which are in news. Say for example, we are supposed to discuss United Nations, IMF, World Bank, WTO. Then what are these agencies, what are the structure, what is the mandate? All these things are covered. So if you look at the syllabus which looks very small, and if you try to study is too huge, it may become entire one paper also. So in that case, question comes in everyone's mind. So what should be the strategy? What should be the approach so that I can score very well? And what are the books we should refer? Let us start one by one. Now, there are many books which are available for international relations, and most of the books are really very good. For example, there's a book for Shashi Tharoor, Pax Indica, Indian Foreign Policy by Sumit Ganguly. Then Rajiv Sikri book is there. Then if you want to have basics of international relations, then Andrew Haywood's book is there, Harsh Pant book is there, C. Raja Mohan's article, Suhasini Haidar's article. There are so many things out there, and that is the issue. Why? Because there's tremendous good material available. Then comes the next question, so which one we should read? Because for UPSC we have to cover all this thing within a limited time. And most important, sir, when we see the paper, questions are mostly current affairs related. Yes, and that's the reason the approach should be little bit different. Now, what should be the approach? Your approach should be in such a manner that you should cover traditional plus current affairs, so that if any type of question comes in exam, you should not have any problem. Now, traditional things you can cover in your books. And what about current affairs then? So from where I'm supposed to cover the current affairs? Now, for current affairs, you can read Hindu, Indian Express, their editorials, और IDSA डिफेंस इंस्टीट्यूट की जो वेबसाइट है या फिर MEA मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स वेबसाइट, those things you can follow. And most important reason, there's too much relevance of maps. So if you can understand map well, international relations questions you can answer very well. And please remember, when you're writing answers in the mains, wherever possible, I repeat, wherever possible, draw maps. It will give you better marks, but accurate maps. And third, you should practice answer writing, because your knowledge will be tested via answer writing for mains, and for prelims it is practice of MCQ. And most important for all this thing, don't you think you'll have to do revision? That itself means practice and revision are the most important key for UPSC to crack UPSC, whether it is prelims, mains or interview. Then comes the next question. Sir, can we discuss this with any example? Let us discuss this with example. Now, this is a question which is a combination of both. A neutral India could be the best bet to keep world order stable. मतलब दुनिया की जो ऑर्डर है उसे स्टेबल रखने के लिए न्यूट्रल इंडिया सबसे बेहतर है. Discuss above statement considering Prime Minister Modi's visit to Russia recently. Now, don't you think Prime Minister Modi's recent visit, that itself means this question related with current affairs? But at the same time, I am saying that neutral India could be best bet for world order to stable. That itself means, is there any issue? Yes. Don't you think right now there is an issue going on between Russia versus Ukraine? The war is going on for more than 2 years now. Now, India enjoying good relation. Now, listen carefully here. India is enjoying good relation with USA, and USA is the one which is helping Ukraine, and India is having good relation with Russia also. So don't you think India is in a better position to act as a neutral candidate to keep the world order stable? Because it's very difficult to say that USA will blindly trust Russia or vice versa, Russia will trust USA. Then you may say, sir, China is also there, and China-Russia enjoys good relation. Agreed. But do you think China and USA are enjoying good relation? Answer is no, at least not now. So don't you think whether it is USA, whether it is Russia or China, they can consider India as a best one, and neutral India can be the best bet to keep the world order stable. Then comes the next question. So what's the relevance of map here? Now, if you look at the map, don't you think Ukraine is just bordering to Russia only, and most of the Russia's major cities are on this side, this part? For example, the capital itself, Moscow. So if NATO or NATO expansion is towards the eastward side, that is Finland and all these sides, don't you think it would be a direct threat to Russia? And that's the reason, that is one of the reasons Russia said they have started the war. So if you know that itself means, to answer this question, you have to understand first why there was a conflict between Russia and Ukraine. To understand that, you have to understand NATO. Then you have to understand why NATO was started, what was Second World War, what's the relationship between India, USA and USSR. Then what was Berlin Wall collapse, 1991, Soviet disintegration. Then you have to discuss that with the current affairs. And in this case, if you draw the maps, it will give you better marks. This is one example. Now, second example I can give you. Now, second example is from the prelims point of view. I decided with reference to river Tista, consider following statements. Following statements are given, 3 statements. The source of river Tista is same that of Brahmaputra. Second, river Ranji originate in Sikkim, and it is a tributary of river Tista. Tributary means जो एक नदी जो उसे मिलती है, छोटी नदी. Third, River Tista flows in Bay of Bengal on the border of India and Bangladesh. Now, is it possible for you to mug up all things? No. There's a sky's the limit, so it's not possible. And better you should avoid that. So what I said, for international relations, always go for maps. Maps are the best source. So listen here. If you look at the map here, don't you think you can easily identify Bangladesh? Right? Now here there's Sikkim and the originates of your river. Now don't you think in this case, if you understand map well, you are exactly aware where Tista is originated. Tista is originated in Sikkim. So the origin is same as Brahmaputra? No, Brahmaputra to upar China se hai. So obviously first is wrong. If first statement is wrong, go for method of elimination. That is, A cannot be the answer and D cannot be the answer. River Ranjit originated in Sikkim and it is a tributary of River Tista. Answer is yes. So second statement is right. River Tista flows in Bay of Bengal on the border of India and Bangladesh. क्या India and Bangladesh के border पे flow करता है? Answer is no. River Tista आगे बांग्लादेश में जाता है, वहाँ वो दूसरी नदी को मिलता है ब्रह्मपुत्रा को. So तीसरा statement तो wrong है. So answer is 2 only. Don't you think I have solved this question by having the knowledge of the maps, and that's the relevance of maps in international relations. So when we cover any international relations models in the class also, we see to it that maximum practice should be there on your writing practice and map-based understanding, and obviously conceptual as well as current blending, which helps you to score very well in examination. I hope this video has solved all your queries about international relations. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.